Good morning, students. In the coming science unit, we are going to follow up from all you've learned in genetics. But this time, I'm actually not going to teach you any science. Yes, you heard me right. How do you fancy being a team of science journalists for a few weeks? In groups of 4, your task is to learn about a particular biologist and their research. To do this, you will get to interview them. At the end of the unit, you will present your work as a popular science poster about them. So to show you what this is all about, here is a little clip about what the students did last year.
For our scientist, we chose Megan. She had a bit of trouble explaining her research to us in words we could understand.
Traits involved in species recognition, where species occur in sympatry with a closely related species. Oh, sorry, I think I might have lost you there.
Yeah, actually.
All right, let's try again. So when animals want to go and find a mate in the wild, they need to find their own species. And when they go to find their own species, they need to decide whether they want to mate with that individual or not. And the flies that I worked on, they use pheromones. So they're perfumes that are on their skin, and the males have the perfumes and the females come up and smell them. And so this is called sexual selection. So
in our group, we chose Comrade.
I'm doing lots of conservation genetics with quolls at the moment. You can tell anything from population structure and which populations are or are not connected through to parentage even, like you can tell mum, dad and the kids. Looking for ways to increase connectivity between populations, whether it's by naturally encouraging more or actually artificially translocating individuals, or and also all the way down to the population level to try see which populations are inbred and could do with some genetic diversity added to them.
Well, it was super interesting to be able to understand science that's complex and actually what scientists are working on at the moment.
I've never really thought about scientists having exciting lives. Once Comrade went on a trip in a helicopter to a really remote place because he thought there must be a new species of leaf-tailed gecko there in the boulders, and he just found one.
What was most challenging was the background research, but it was really helpful that Megan gave us some tips.
Well, it was a bit hard to write the article, but it was good because Tom and I worked on the figures and the formatting because we're good at that. We didn't always agree and we kind of had to learn to deal with that. And Belle and Sammy, they worked on the main text, but we also all had brainstorming sessions all together and we worked on the editing all together. So we all got to see all of the bits of being a science journalist.
It was nice to not have to worry too much about writing in a scientific way. It was more creative and I liked that. Usually I prefer English than science, but I really enjoyed being a science journalist.
So, you will learn about a biologist, about their research. You will interview them and present a popular science poster about them. Are you ready to step into the shoes of a science journalist?